What if I told you that everything you thought you knew about money was wrong? Think about it. We spend years in school learning about history, science, and algebra. But no one teaches us how money actually works. No one explains how to build wealth, escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, or make money work for us instead of the other way around. And because of that, most people struggle financially their entire lives, not because they're not smart, but because they were never given the right knowledge. But today, that changes. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 powerful rules of money that schools never taught you, but that the wealthy use every single day. And once you understand these rules, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's get started. Rule number 1. The poor work for money. The rich make money. Work for them. Most people are taught that the key to financial success is hard work. Get a good job, work long hours, climb the corporate ladder. But here's the harsh truth. No one gets rich just by working harder. If hard work alone created wealth, then construction workers, nurses, and factory employees, the people who work the hardest, would be the richest. But they're not. Because the truth is, wealth isn't built by trading time for money. It's built by owning assets, things that make money for you even when you're not working. The rich own stocks, businesses, and real estate. The poor trade hours for wages. The middle class gets stuck because they earn more, but also spend more. The difference? How they use their money. The wealthy invest their money in assets that grow and generate passive income. The poor and middle class spend their money on liabilities that drain their wealth. So if you want to break out of the cycle, start thinking like the rich. Instead of working for money, make money work for you. Start investing. Start building assets. Because that's the real path to wealth. Rule number 2, saving money won't make you rich. Investing will. From the time we're kids, we're told, save your money, don't waste it. But here's something school never taught you. Saving money alone won't make you rich. Why? Because of inflation. Every year, the cost of living goes up. A gallon of milk that cost $2 a decade ago now costs $4. Rent that was $1,000 per month is now $2,000. And what about your savings? Sitting in a bank, barely growing. Most savings accounts pay less than 1% interest per year. Meanwhile, inflation is rising at 3 to 5% per year. That means the money in your bank account is actually losing value over time. So while it's important to have an emergency fund, the real key to wealth? Investing. Invest in stocks, ETFs, real estate, or businesses. Put your money in assets that grow faster than inflation. Don't just save, make your money work for you. Because the rich don't store money, they multiply it. Now that you understand why the rich make money work for them and why saving alone won't make you wealthy, it's time to break down another dangerous money trap that school never warned you about. Because most people don't realize this mistake until it's too late. And by then, they're stuck in a financial cycle that's nearly impossible to escape. Let's get into it. Rule number 3. Debt can make you rich or keep you broke. It depends on how you use it. Most people believe all debt is bad. They're taught, stay out of debt. Pay off your loans as fast as possible. Debt is dangerous. But here's what they don't teach you. Debt isn't the problem. It's how you use it that matters. There are 2 types of debt. Bad debt. This is debt that takes money out of your pocket, like credit card debt, high-interest loans, and car payments. 2. Good debt. This is debt that puts money into your pocket, like real estate investments, business loans, or using leverage to buy income-generating assets. The poor and middle class use debt to buy liabilities, things that lose value and make them poorer. Credit cards for shopping, expensive cars with monthly payments, loans for things that don't generate income. The wealthy use debt to buy assets, things that increase in value and make them richer. Buying rental properties that generate passive income. Taking business loans to scale a profitable company. Using leverage and investing to multiply returns. The difference? One drains your money. The other builds wealth. So if you want to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, stop using debt to buy things that make you poorer. Instead, use money to buy things that pay you back. That's how the rich get richer, and how you can too. Rule number 4. Taxes are designed to keep the poor stuck, unless you learn the system. Here's something school never taught you. The tax system is not built to help employees. In fact, the average worker pays more in taxes than almost anyone else. Think about it. If you're an employee, your taxes come out of your paycheck before you even see it. If you're self-employed, you pay even more, because now you have business taxes too. But the rich? They pay way less in taxes than the average person. Why? Because they understand the system. They invest in assets like real estate, which gives them tax breaks. They start businesses, which allows them to deduct expenses. They use loopholes and strategies that legally reduce their tax burden. Meanwhile, the average person doesn't even know these options exist. And that's exactly how the system is designed, to keep workers stuck, paying the highest percentage of their income in taxes. But once you learn how the system works, you can start playing the game the way the rich do. Start a business. Even a side hustle can give you tax deductions. Invest in real estate. Rental properties can provide tax benefits. Use retirement accounts. Investing through tax-advantaged accounts like a 401k or Roth IRA reduces taxes. The rich don't work harder than you. They just know how to keep more of their money. And once you start learning these strategies, you'll never look at taxes the same way again. Now that you understand how debt and taxes separate the rich from the poor, it's time for the final and most powerful rule of money. Because if you don't follow this rule, none of the others will matter. And that's what we'll cover next. By now, you've learned how the rich make money work for them, why saving isn't enough, how debt can make or break you, and why the tax system is designed to keep the poor stuck. But now, we've reached the most powerful rule of money, the one that separates those who struggle financially from those who build wealth for life. Because if you don't follow this rule, none of the others will matter. Let's break it down. Rule number 5. If you don't control your money, someone else will. Here's the harsh truth. If you don't actively manage your money, it will disappear. If you don't track your spending, you'll always wonder where your money went. If you don't set financial goals, you'll never make progress. If you don't invest wisely, your money will shrink instead of grow. And worst of all, if you're not in control, someone else will be. Your employer controls how much you earn. The government controls how much you pay in taxes. The banks control how much you owe in interest. And if you let the system dictate your finances, you'll stay trapped in a cycle of working, spending, and barely getting ahead. But the wealthy? They take control of their money. They budget and invest with intention. They make financial decisions based on strategy, not emotion. They use money as a tool to create more freedom, instead of becoming a slave to it. So how do you take control of your finances? Step 1. Pay yourself first. Most people pay everyone else first. Bills, rent, debt, entertainment, and then try to save whatever is left. That's why they're broke. The rich do the opposite. They pay themselves first. Before paying expenses, they set aside money for investing. They automate their savings so they don't rely on willpower. They treat investing as a non-negotiable part of their budget. Even if it's just $50 or $100 per month, paying yourself first forces you to build wealth before spending on anything else. And over time, this small habit leads to massive financial freedom. Step 2. Make your money harder to spend. Here's something most people don't realize. The easier it is to access your money, the faster you'll spend it. That's why the rich put their money in places where it grows instead of getting spent. They keep their emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. They invest their money in assets that require effort to cash out. They use automated investing to remove emotional decision-making. The harder it is to access your money for impulse purchases, the more wealth you'll build over time. Step 3. Keep learning and adapting. The final step to financial success? Never stop learning. Money is constantly changing. New investment opportunities, new tax laws, new strategies. The rich stay ahead because they keep educating themselves. The poor stay stuck because they assume they already know enough. If you want to stay in control of your financial future, commit to lifelong learning. Read books on personal finance. Watch content that teaches you about investing and wealth building. Surround yourself with people who are financially smarter than you. Because the more you learn, the better your financial decisions will become. What will you do with this knowledge? Now that you know the 5 rules of money that schools never taught you, you have 2 choices. You can ignore them and stay in the same financial situation. Or you can start applying them today and change your financial future forever. Make your money work for you instead of working for money. Invest instead of just saving. Use debt wisely and understand the tax system. Take control of your finances before someone else does. Because the people who win with money aren't the ones who got lucky. They're the ones who learned the rules and played the game smarter. So now the real question is, will you? Like and subscribe for more financial insights, investing strategies, and wealth building tips. Which money rule surprised you the most? Let's discuss in the comments.